Hi guys, welcome to Tomorrow 16. I am your host Javon, and today we're back with a brand new benchmark. Today I got Silent Hill 2, the remake for the PC. Today I'm running this on my Intel Core i3-10105 with the NVIDIA GTX 1070, 8GB VRAM graphics card. I'm running with 32GB of DDR4 RAM and dual channel memory, and as you can see, I am not locked to 30 FPS. That's just how demanding it is. It's Unreal Engine 5. Why the heck not, right? Anyway, we're starting to get 1080p on the Epic preset. TSR preset is set to normal, as you can see. I wanted to start with just normal presets before I went into custom settings, just to see how the game manages at first, and then we'll adjust as we keep going. That was literally my idea, and I'm gonna stick to that. So we're getting about, it's not the worst thing in the world here. It's definitely dipping below 30, but this is progress. At the epic settings, this isn't the worst thing in the world right now. Okay, this isn't the worst thing. It really means you really shouldn't try playing new games at the highest settings. These are kind of ridiculous. I always would say, hey, maybe do about high, maybe some mixture of high and medium. A lot of games, they say a lot of games at 1080p, a lot of games actually don't hurt your VRAM that badly. We're gonna go down to high real quick because Epic is just Epic's a no. So we were getting about 27 before. You see what I mean? And this is what I mean by that. From Epic to high, we got about 5 frames. Like, you can't make this crap up. I'm not using FSR or anything at the moment, as you can see once again. It does look nice, but 1440p, it looks a lot better with medium settings. It looks a lot better with some resolution scaling down to like 70%. It looks a lot better. We are getting over 30 frames per second at high settings though, but in certain areas this game does spike. So high settings naturally isn't necessarily recommended either. We're going to walk a bit further. You see we are dipping below 30 here as well. We're using about 8.3 gigabytes of RAM, which is nice. 16 gigs of RAM will be enough for this game. A lot of games nowadays are going over 16, I'll tell you that much, but not Silent Hill 2. It runs really well. I've never tested this game. A bit late on this. Never tested it on the 1070, which is why I'm testing it now. Uh, I just said, hey, I never tested it on the 1070. I need to do that. So here we are. And it seems to, it's not the worst experience in the world, but we need a bit more juice. I'm going to go down to medium as well. We're going to go through all of them. So we're getting about 32 before. That did nothing. Okay, so you see we were dipping about 30 at the end here. So that practically did nothing for us. It's kind of the same to the point that I'm actually just going to go to low. I am moving though, so I have to keep that in consideration. Okay, so low definitely has the biggest impact. As you can see, all of a sudden my frame rate is now moving quite smooth. At low, we're getting over 40 frames, 45 frames now. We're hitting closer to the 50s. It feels a lot smoother now. But Silent Hill is a slow-paced game. You can play it at 30 frames. That's not an issue. But 1080p low, it does run okay. James still looks fine. Nothing's wrong. Now we're going to show you some custom settings because, optimally play the game properly. We're going to actually go into here now and see. So shadow quality, low. Texture quality, you can leave to high. Shaders, put to medium. Effects, put to low. Separate translucency, turn off. SSAO, SSR, SSS quality. Image sharpening, you can leave on high because you will need it because you're kind of dulling the graphics a bit. And then drop this to 75%. Let's see how that handles it. This is so that the game you don't have to completely go 1080p low. See, it looks a bit smoother here. I'm not gonna say that it's the best thing in the world, but once again, you don't want to go down to like at 1080p anyway. You don't really want to push too far the boundaries. I say that these settings are better because I'm running these settings and I'm not running on completely low. It's kind of the issue here. TSR preset, you drop that off to low, and but I don't really necessarily like putting TSR on low because James here becomes quite blurry. But if you're looking just for the sake of the video, we are managing to hit 60 now without issue. So much so that I don't have VSync enabled. Why is it capped? Oh wait, I had my thing capped. Whoa. So much so that frame rate is capped to 30 frames per second. The cutscenes are capped to 30, so You don't have to really worry about that. But once again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that jazz. Game still looks good at these settings. If you want,
Excuse me.
I don't recommend, this isn't going to be
I'm
easy to
sorry.
do 60 though.
I was
And if you
just...
really want
Hey,
the
it's
shadows
okay.
to not
I didn't mean
freak
to scare
out,
you.
if you don't want the shadows,
I'm kinda lost.
Lost?
I completely lost my train of thought. Damn it.
Yeah, I'm looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
If you don't want to hear the freak out, you
Yeah.
probably should put the TSR up from low. Definitely don't do TSR
It's hard
low
to
if you
see with
want
this
it to
fog,
look
but there's only
really
the one
smooth.
road. You can't miss it.
Because it will look
Thanks.
kind of bad. At 1440p though, that kind of smooths it out. But other than that, the game is running admirably well. Like I said, I don't think necessarily you're gonna hold 60 the whole time. Just keep that in mind. But you know, it'll run. It'll run. Did I just? Oh no. Anyway, I'm just gonna mute myself, so enjoy the rest of the gameplay, and I will see you guys next time. And by gameplay, I mean me walking straight in a straight line, because that's pretty much it. The game's obviously gonna be less demanding when you get into the buildings, but other than that, these were all the settings in the game. With these settings here, the game performs a lot better, although the shimmering is quite a lot more. Like I said, I don't play games at 1080p on my monitor anymore. I play games at 1440p, and then I adjust accordingly because of it. It makes it much easier. It makes it look way better. Definitely can still do 40p on newer games when you really, like, you know, change up some settings and stuff. But yeah, we're getting over 50 frames here, still hitting 60 at certain times. This is ideal. I'll see you guys next time.
Hello? Anyone in here?